And welcome back to the main ring here at the Royal Manx Agricultural Show. Pony Club games still to come here behind me this afternoon, but right now we're going to move away from the main ring as the sheep shearing has just started.
Doesn't burn. There you go. So it's a great product. What else can we use it for? It's now getting crushed up using animal food. They're starting to look at it. But the main thing we should be using it for, clothing. We should be all using a little bit of wool, winter time, blankets. Instead of turning the heating up, get a woolly blanket over you, nice and warm.
That's why he doesn't get the work.
I'm usually 5 minutes before he is, but he's got a girlfriend dragging him back to bed. So there we go, that's just a couple of things. So while the lads are here, I'll just give you a... Ooh. Oh my God. Now we got microphones as well. Yeah, there we go. Right, so the shearers here, you'll just see here, Finn is wearing what we call shearing jeans, and they're two coats on them. They're double skinned, and that protects them from what we call the lanolin, the oil that comes off the sheep. And then it protects them from their thorns and all. And then we have Finn here, he's wearing and Michael's got them on as well, what we call moccasins. Now ladies, you'll know what I talked when I say about this. It's to take the weight off the back of their heels. Women always walk with high heels. This just takes the weight off their legs, off the back of their legs. So anyway, the sheep are about to start coming up. Oh, I forgot, and they have their muscle shirts on as well for the ladies. I'm hoping I'll get a handpiece off one of the boys in a minute and I'll show you how they work.
There's one in the box right now.
Oh, he's got one made up. He hasn't made it up for me. We'll pinch it off him in a minute. So anyway, Michael's the first one out the door. So these are what we call a ewe lamb, and he's going to shear here now. I'm going to duck down. So he's going to take the belly out of the lamb. Now if you look on the lamb, you'll see two little tits. I think that's working. So what he'll do is he'll just shear past them, then he'll come up on the back leg, and this is where we call undermining the lamb or the sheep, where he'll clip right in over the back of the tail and over the backbone, nice and steadily. Then it comes up, and you'll notice he's going up through the neck now, nice and quietly, round the back of the head, over the front shoulder. And then the shearers always say these are the money blows. This is what we call the long blows, right up over the back. Nice long blows. Then he'll just come down over that last front shoulder. Just going down the final side, clearing it off. Have we got our Rosie? No Rosie? Told you. Just go with Rosie. There we go. Anybody want to hold the wool? There we go. Nice and clean wool. There we go. Now we're going to get a couple of sheep shorn, and then we're going to get the children to come up. Mums and dads will want a photograph with their children up, I hope, with up on the shearing boards with the shearers. So it's great stuff. Any questions? Does it hurt them? No. I know, I've just had my hair cut this morning, and anybody that see me yesterday will understand why. But it is nice to get them off. Why do we clip ewe lambs? It just helps to let them grow on a little bit. We don't have to put a preventative spray on them to stop what we call blowfly. And this wool will grow back nice, and they'll have a nice thick coat for the winter. So there we go. Fin just coming up the neck now, up over the head. You'll notice on the sheep that they're all wearing tags. They have 2 tags. And these tags will be, that number will stay with that sheep as traceability right through its life, right through till its final days. So there we go, Finn just finishing off that front shoulder. Nice and steady. Any questions? There must be some questions out there.
How many would a good shearer do in a day?
Good question. The world record at the minute is standing around about the 645 sheep a day. That's the world record. There's a lady, she's just done 460. We had a shearing competition in the Isle of Man, and they showed 20 sheep, and the fastest one was shearing them in 54 seconds apiece, and the average was 59 for 4 shearers, was 59 seconds for 20 sheep. That was the average. Speed shear. So anyway, we had a speed shear. Now I'm hoping the lads will just maybe hold one back, and I hope they'll just hold that little bit of wool back as well, because that's a different sort of wool. You'll have noticed the fine wool, and this is what we call the blackface ewe lamb. She'll live a life on the hills, and that's where she'll live. She'll go up onto Snaefell, Michael Hills, various other places. So we had a speed shear in the bridge in Laxey, where the shearers all had a speed shear. The fastest one on the day was 28 seconds. But the world record stands at 18.3 seconds. So the boys are just tickling along here nice and steady. So at 18.3 seconds, that's fast. So we have, as I was saying, this is what we would call a crossbred lamb, and she'll be kept on the lowland where she'll produce 2 or 3 lambs. And then we have the blackie lamb here. We hope she'll just have the 1 lamb on the hill, and she'll live a life up on the heather. She'll be brought down twice a year. She'll be lambed, and but she won't go to the top this year. She's only a lamb. She'll live it. She'll just be 2 years old before. So we'll just get some of that nice Scotch wool. Now if you notice, that's a little bit coarser. Now that'll be used in carpet industry. If we buy a good Manx. Somebody caught it. We got it, Michael. There's always one in the class. Now, this young lady here bringing the sheep up, she's a little bit of a shearer on the quiet. We were hoping she was going to shear. She's rushing off. She says she's got to go and milk. So there we go. She's coming up the bolt hole, is she? Right, there we go. Right, I'm going to stop the shearers. You were right to stop, Benny?
In a minute,
Yeah.
Michael, you've got loads to do.
Oh, right, we've still got loads to do. Well, we get some of the children up with one of the shearers. We'll get...
10 yet, at least.
Well, Right, well, we're going big guns here. We got loads of sheep. So there we go. So going back to the speed shear we had in the Isle of Man, we saw lambs again for the speed shear. That was 28 seconds was the fastest. But between the shearers and a lot of coaxing by the auctioneer, who will remain discreet and anonymous, we raised £6,258, I think, for the Agricultural Benevolent Fund. It was a great day. Finn was the main instigator of it, with Ian and his sis cousin and his mum and dad. They were all involved in it. And the shearers, we had a shearer from New Zealand, we had shearers from Chile. Where else do we have them from? Suffolk? Was he there? Yeah, I think so. So there we go. Nice bit of shearing going on. So we're going to get the children up in a minute. Any questions? Please ask. We have great wool. Oh.
How long does it usually take to shear a sheep?
Me, it takes me about 10 minutes. These lads, they're knocking them off sort of 2 or 3 minutes. And then the real professional shearers, they're shearing them in sort of about 50, 60 seconds. You'll notice this lamb here, she's got a tail still on. So she must be off like maybe one of the Highland lambs. Looking at her, I think there's a little bit of herdwick in her. Anybody not touch the wool that wants to touch the wool, shout up. Yeah, bring it over. I'm going to put the microphone down for a minute.
That's the Thursday and out, some lady wants them.
Right, that's all right. So that's off Swaledale sheep, or the blackies, and that's the crossbred wool. So you feel a little bit coarser?
Yeah.
There we go. That's that stuff. And it keeps your hands lovely and soft. Anybody else? So that's the difference. That's your hill lamb, hill wool, and that's the lowland wool. That would be a crossbred wool.
How many days does it take you to shave them?
How many days will it take for the wool to regrow? That wool will start growing straight away, and within about 3 weeks they'll have enough to keep them nice and warm at night time.
Yeah.
There we go. Feel the difference? It's a real fine wool, but we call it, well, the Australians and New Zealanders, they have the merino, and that is a very coarse wool compared to the merino wool. There we go. Anybody else? Right. Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, go. See the difference? Yeah. Oh, there we go.
What is this? What's the breed of this one?
This one, that's that Herdwick wool. See the little flecks of black?
Yes.
Now, if that goes into the grader, that would be downgraded because there's black wool in it.
Okay.
It contaminates it, the black wool. That would all have to be shedded out.
But what breed is this?
That would be a Herdwick cross.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Herdwick cross. It could be crossed with a Texel or something like that. See.
Do you think I could have some?
Yeah, help yourself, yeah.
I'm a felter.
Right, right, help yourself. How much do you want?
I'd love to have some. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, help yourself. If anybody wants to take some wool away to try felting with, please help yourself. If anybody wasn't here before, I was showing the natural fire retardant in wool. Just goes out automatically. Why are we not using more of that in our engineering and homes? And it's great around tomato plants. I've tried to persuade the Isle of Man wood scheme to try and use it as a wood shield instead of using plastic tubes, to try and use a wool tube around the trees, because they just rot back into the ground. Right. One more, Michael. I'll get Vinny to stop halfway there. You stop halfway, Vinny. Right, this is where we get children actively involved. We'll get them up for a photo shoot. Royal Manx is going to shout at me. I've got the microphone all covered in hair, wool. So we see our NFU president standing at the back. He's just the Rousey today, the unsung hero at the back. So Finn's just going to take the last couple of blows here. And then Michael will do the same. We'll get them down to the middle. The children will give you a lift up and we'll get you up for photographs. You right, Ben? Who's first? Who's coming to get their photograph taken? You're right. 1, 2, 3. Go. Well done. Come on, go stand by the shearer. This is Finn. There you go.
Gonna hold this.
Do you want to hold the handpiece? You ready? It's gonna vibrate. Okay. You ready? Hold tight.
What are you gonna do with it? Hey. Hold on. Enjoy that.
Can we all get a video for camera shies? Who's next? You right?
Yeah.
Good girl.